All right, whenever you're ready.
Coffee has its advantages, disadvantages, and differences from other caffeinated drinks, yet today it is one of the most consumed drinks. According to the 2014 article by Gonzalez and Ramirez, Americans drink daily more than 400 million cups of coffee, and that is a lot of coffee. This afternoon, I will be informing you about the advantages, disadvantages, and differences that coffee has from other caffeinated drinks. So most people I know drink coffee. I'm also a big coffee drinker, but I don't know all of the advantages or all the disadvantages that coffee does to my body. I know that sometimes it gives me a short-lived energy, but I don't know what the further effects it has on my health. My name is Angie Turpin, and I am here today to educate all of you about how coffee can affect you in the good ways, the bad ways, and how coffee can differ from the typical energy drinks you drink daily. So some of the advantages of coffee. Coffee has been proven for multiple health benefits. Some of these health benefits include lower risks of Parkinson's disease and Alzheimer's, increased mental alertness, a positive effect on your liver, a decreased risk of some cancers, and a decreased risk of type 2 diabetes. Since I only have a short amount of time today, I will be only informing you about a couple of these advantages. The first advantage that I want to go into is Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. So, according to the 2018 article by the Mayo Clinic, Parkinson's disease is a progressive nervous system disorder that affects movement. Regular coffee consumption has been tied with a lower risk of this disease. According to the 2000 article by Butt, coffee intensifies the antioxidant defense mechanism of the immune system by inducing the expression of mRNA and enzymes mitigating the negative effects on free radical neurodegeneration. So to break that down for you, because that's a lot of words that I'm sure a lot of people don't know exactly what that's meaning. Basically, the enzymes and the antioxidants in coffee can decrease it can stop and it can decrease the cells that are making Parkinson's disease in your body, and it can, because basically those cells will just keep multiplying and multiplying, and then the disease will get stronger and stronger. But with the antioxidants and enzymes in coffee, they kind of kill off those cells, which is very neat. So the second part is Alzheimer's, and if you don't know what Alzheimer's is, according to the 2020 article, What is Alzheimer's? Alzheimer's disease is a type of dementia that causes problems with memory, thinking, and behavior. One of my relatives actually has Alzheimer's disease, and I know how serious it is and how hard it is on them and the family. So in the 2000 article by Butt, it mentions that researchers have found the antioxidants in coffee can decrease symptoms that lead to having this disease. So basically, it's almost the same thing with Parkinson's disease, which is kind of neat because the diseases are two separate diseases, but the same antioxidants and enzymes in coffee do the same thing with the reproduction of both diseases. The next advantage that I want to talk about is increased mental alertness, and I've seen this advantage actually helping myself. I have a mild case of ADHD, so when I drink coffee, it helps my mental alertness increase, so I'm able to focus more on things. In the 2007 article by Taylor, it states that coffee is known to increase mental alertness and psychological functions. They suggest that you don't drink a whole bunch of coffee because that's going to do the opposite effect, and it's actually going to make your anxiety increase, and it's going to make you not want to focus. So it's suggested that you do low doses throughout the day. In Taylor 2007, they suggest small and moderate timed coffee intake is for the best results of an increased mental alertness. And what actually does this is it's the type of natural caffeine that coffee has in it that helps your mental alertness. The last advantage that I'm going to talk about is liver, and is how it the advantages on your liver and ties into a decrease of some cancers. So the cancers that it can actually decrease your chance of are chronic kidney and liver cancer, and it is also known to decrease premenopausal breast cancers. Researchers have shown that the antioxidants and the enzymes in coffee fight the multiplication of the cancer cells when they're in their very early stages. So basically what we've been seeing is through the diseases and through cancers, the same exact thing. It's the antioxidants and the enzymes that are fighting off the multiplication of the dangerous cells, and that is because it's a natural, coffee has natural caffeine in it. According to the 2011 article by Butt, it also says how the enzymes in coffee increase a defense mechanism against oxidative cancer damage. So now that you know some of the very important advantages to coffee, there's also, like anything, a downfall to consuming it. So some of the disadvantages are short-lived energy, weakening of your bones, a higher risk of osteoporosis, increased hypertension, and the withdrawal symptoms that you may suffer if you just suddenly quit drinking coffee. So first, I'm going to talk about the short-lived energy. According to the 2008 article by Ruxton, plasma caffeine levels peak at 60 to 90 minutes post-ingestion. Thus, any cognitive effects would be expected to occur in short term. Basically, if you drink a cup of coffee, your mental alertness, your energy is going to peak at 60 to 90 minutes, and then from there it's going to downfall and you're going to feel sluggish, and that's why they say to time out your coffee. Osteoporosis has a higher risk. According to the 2000 article by Taylor, coffee consumption contributes to the reduced calcium, decreased bone mineral density, which obviously will lead to osteoporosis. But there is research that has showed that if you actually drink a cup of milk a day, it'll decrease this risk. The last advantage is the withdrawal symptoms. With withdrawal symptoms, it just kind of happens with anything. According to the 2011 article by Davidson, the symptoms include irritability, inability to concentrate, fatigue, nausea, migraines, and mild depression. These may seem extreme, but it is something that will happen. So the last thing I'm going to talk about is how caffeine, the caffeine in coffee differs from other caffeine. So according to the 2014 article by Gonzalez, coffee is the most frequently consumed caffeine beverage. So basically what makes coffee better than any other caffeinated beverage is that it is natural. So in conclusion, I hope that you guys have learned more about coffee and how it's better than other caffeinated beverages, and next time you pick up a cup of coffee, you know how it can affect you positively and negatively. Thank you.